For decades, Hollywood has been telling the same story about the Wild West. A tired cowboy walks into a saloon, pushes open the swinging doors, dust still clinging to his boots. The piano plays softly in the background. He sits down, orders a thick, juicy steak, and within minutes, he has served a perfect meal, a glass of whiskey, and a friendly smile. It looks clean. It looks simple. It looks almost comfortable. But the truth was something entirely different. Behind those doors was not comfort. It was chaos. Not quality, but survival. Not hospitality, but business. Rotten meat. Flies crawling across food. And kitchens so dirty that stepping inside them could make you sick within days. This is the real story of what people ate in the Wild West. And once you hear it, you may never look at those movies the same way again. Imagine trying to deliver fresh meat across hundreds of kilometers, without refrigeration, through deserts, rivers, storms, and bandits. That was the reality. Food had to travel by wagon or stagecoach. Sometimes it took days, sometimes weeks. By the time it arrived, it was already going bad. In summer, meat could spoil in just hours. Vegetables, almost impossible to keep fresh. Milk, rare. Clean water, not always available. And yet, people still had to eat. So cooks worked with whatever they had. And often, that wasn't much. The people cooking were not professional chefs. They were former miners, immigrants, widows trying to survive, or just opportunists looking to make money. They had no formal training, no recipes, no proper equipment, just a fire, a pot, and whatever ingredients they could find. Cooking was not about skill. It was about making something, anything, edible. One of the most famous traditions was the free lunch. At first glance, it seemed generous. Walk in, sit down, eat. But nothing was truly free. Customers were expected to buy drinks, and the food itself was designed to make that happen. Everything was salty. Pickles, salted. Fish, cured meats, bread. Salt creates thirst. Thirst creates demand. The more you eat, the more you drink. The more you drink, the more money the saloon makes. It was a perfect business model. Some men spent hours eating and drinking in this endless cycle, and saloon owners knew exactly what they were doing. Outside of big cities, most saloons did not serve impressive meals. Instead, people got stale bread, dry cheese beans sitting all day, meat that was slowly rotting. Flies covered the tables. Dust blew through the doors. Nothing was protected. Nothing was clean. And yet, people still ate it, because the alternative was hunger. Beef was common, but not fresh. Without refrigeration, meat often reached the kitchen already spoiled. So what did cooks do? They hid it. Heavy spices, strong sauces, long cooking times. If it smelled bad, cover it. If it tasted bad, spice it. The goal was simple. Make it edible enough to sell. Not safe, not delicious. Just edible. The typical diet was extremely limited. Biscuits, beans, beef, bacon. This was known as the basic four. But it lacked one important thing: nutrition. There were almost no vegetables, no vitamins. Over time, people became sick. Scurvy, weakness, digestive problems, all common. They were eating every day, but still slowly getting weaker. Some dishes sounded fancy, but were anything but. Rocky Mountain oysters. Not oysters at all. They were fried bull testicles. Rattlesnake meat appeared on menus in desert towns. Stews made from internal organs, heart, liver, kidneys. Nothing was wasted. Every part of the animal was used, because throwing food away was not an option. The kitchens were perhaps the worst part. No sanitation, no running water, no proper cleaning. Pots were used for days without washing. Water was often contaminated. Utensils were reused without cleaning. Flies everywhere. Food left out for hours. Disease spread easily. Eating in these places was a risk every single time. And yet, not every saloon was the same. In richer towns, things were very different. There, you could find fresh seafood oysters, imported food, even French cuisine railroads, and ice made it possible. In one street, you could find two completely different worlds. One, dirty, dangerous, and desperate. The other clean, rich, and refined. The difference? Money. Final chapter. Survival above. While the Wild West was not about comfort, it was about survival. Food was not about taste. It was not about enjoyment. It was about staying alive. A miner working underground for 12 hours did not care how food tasted. A cowboy riding for weeks did not care what he was eating. They just needed energy. They just needed to keep going. Every meal was a gamble. It could feed you or make you sick. But refusing it was not an option. Because on the frontier, there was no guarantee of the next meal.